on something on your YouTube, everybody have smartphone and Wi-Fi and everything, and you could play something. By the time you reach the house, you will already be prayed up, worship. So when we come now, what you do, you enter in. All right? Another thing is that I would appreciate, now we have changed our times of service because during the pandemic, we had it at 10 o'clock. However, for a while we had it there, and then we decided, we should make the change and try and bring it back. Because when we come for 10, I think it is a little bit too late, for some people, because when it's 12 o'clock, some people need their lunch. And so we brought it up to 9. So I want each one of you to text somebody this week. It doesn't matter if you feel they know it already, but text somebody and tell them, see you in church on Sunday morning at 9. However, this is what we have to gauge. How are we going to do our prayer and fasting? Are you going to come on Zoom every night and we'll have word and worship as usual, because we've been on Zoom during the pandemic since January 2021. And so we can do it two ways. Now we either come to the sanctuary every evening and we have a time of worship and prayer, or you use the Zoom platform. So I will use this week as a gauge to see how you do it. If you don't come onto the Zoom, then we'll have to have it every day next week in the sanctuary, and I'm going to make it mandatory. I heard, a lady said she's been on our Zoom every night. She's a member of our church. And she said, my pastor have decided to make our prayer meeting mandatory. I say, yes, because you do go prayer meeting. So we make it mandatory. And so that, I said, well, wait a minute. We can do that. I said, well, we will try it. So we give you an option. You either come on the Zoom or you come in the sanctuary. Now, for those of you who have been on the Zoom, I know that it's convenient. How many of you that's been on Zoom? Let me see your hand. All right. It's convenient, right? Okay, so what are you thinking? I will not ask you for the answer now, because today is the first day we are starting. And so, of course, we'll have Zoom this evening. I remember a particular sister, she doesn't come to this church, and she said, Pastor, I work on Christmas Day. Will you have service? Will you have Zoom on Christmas night? And I said, yes, of course, we have a Zoom every night. So that you might not have wanted to be on, but somebody else, wanted to be on. So we still have the Zoom. So Zoom family, this morning we welcome you to our service. All right, so that, I think I've said a mouthful, well, a couple of mouthfuls. All right, so I'll tell you something. I could start off this morning with the benefits of fasting, but I'm not going to go there, because I believe everybody should by now know the benefits of fasting. I'm going to be more. Let me ask a question. How many of us, now from time to time we send videos, Reverend Mohammed sends lots of things on the group chat. Anybody not on the group chat? Let me see your hands so we can put you on the group chat. Okay, I'm not seeing any hands. Does that mean that all of us are on the group chat? All Solomon? Okay, could we just welcome Solomon this way? Could we put our hands together for him? I didn't think we know him. All of us, some of us do. If you want to be in there, I will put you on, right? Right. Everybody else on the group chat. Okay, one more question. When we had the video, the call to repentance by John Mullende, I'm not sure how many of you remember the name, but this guy was the guy when we saw, what Brother Ricardo? Brother Ricardo is there? I'm really sorry, Brother Ricardo. You remember John Mullende from the transformation documentary? We had seen the guy who was from Africa who was responsible for the documentary, John Mullende. Right, so this is the guy who made this video, a call to repentance. It was 1 hour and 27 minutes. It was on the group chat. I spoke about it several times. Can I see those who were able to, at least people that you might not have been able to see the whole thing? Let me see your hands. I want to know if you did see it, and so how we go with it. Now, there were a couple of things in it that I wanted you to see, and because you haven't taken the time to see it, I don't know whether you can bring up Brother Andy, my dear. Could you bring it up? Let me see. I'm not going to start at the beginning, take it all the way down. I think Reverend Mohammed told you where to take it. Let me see if it's the right place. Now, it's just after the Lord began to speak to him directly. Anybody here, the Lord have ever spoken to you mentally? You didn't hear a voice, but the Lord spoke to you mentally? Let me see your hands. Now, I want in 2024, I want all of us to hear the voice of God, so either verbally or mentally. I'm not sure if Brother Andy will be able to get it up, but I'm hoping he would. So at this point in time, the Lord tells him, he said, if I had come today, you would not have made it. And he was all in a shock. You would not have made it ever. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see where he's at. I'm not hearing him. Okay.
Why did you take your eyes off me?
Listen.
I want you to know that men do not have heaven. It's only my Father